Sean,
Dan.
I really don't mind if you sit this one out.
Okay.
My word is but a whisper, but your deafness aids shout. I can't make you feel, but I can make you think. Your sperm's in the gutter.
You what?
Your love's in the sink. Anyway, welcome to this episode of Is It?
Did you say my sperm was in the gutter? I mean, that's a dirty rumour. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jethro Tull, that.
Ah.
Not the inventor of the seed drill, Jethro Tull, obviously.
Not that one.
No.
The other one.
The one that beat Metallica for the heavy metal... was it the MTV award or was it an Oscar or something? They beat, Metallica for the heavy metal album of the year award. And they won it Metallica won it the year after, and they, in their acceptance speech they said, thanks Jethro Tull for not releasing an album this year.
Wow. They were big on the flute and all that, wasn't it?
Ian Anderson, yeah, that's right.
I've got a slight Jethro Tull story.
Oh, yeah.
In that I was working in a studio, I remember it's 1996, I was doing a session with a band. I think they were a band, or it might have been a solo artist, I don't know. It was a live recording, there was live instruments, all the rest of it. I think it might have been one of those guys that played everything himself. I think he'd played the drums and he'd played the guitar and sung, blah blah. Anyway, we were working on the mix and he was unhappy with the bass. He was like, bass isn't sitting right. I'm going to give my mate a phone. He's a really good session bass player. Okay. So next thing I know, the bass player from Jethro Tull turns up, sets up his rig, which in 1996 I'm pretty sure it was like a Trace Elliott.
Yeah.
Sets it up, puts his cans on, says, let's hear it. And it was like reel to reel, press play. He's, yep, got it, ready. Literally listened to it once. As soon as he started playing, that was it. He was doing the take. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like, it was all over the fret. It was like the most incredible bass line I'd heard that could possibly fit that song. And then he was done, packed up and went. Yeah. And we had a brief chat and I'm like...
Best way for bass players,
really.
Well,
yeah. You don't really want to talk to him for too long. But apparently he was like a session guy, played with all kinds of people. He said he'd just come off... he'd been touring with Take That, so he did a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, well, the only way is up.
The only way is up.
Baby. That's not Take That.
That's not Take That.
No, but I meant, from Jethro Tull to Take That.
Yeah. But it was impressive. But anyway, there you go. That was my first encounter with someone.
Yeah, no, they're good, Jethro Tull. Thick as a brick. Yeah. Interestingly, Take That.
Yes.
I've been watching a lot of Paddington recently. The Adventures of Paddington Bear. Paddington, Paddington Bear. Incidentally, written by Gary Barlow, the theme tune.
No way. See, I've not seen that. My kids are all grown up. And the last Paddington I saw was the one that was out in the 70s.
Yes.
And I don't remember the theme tune to that.
No, there's lots of new Paddingtons.
What were you doing to my head just now? I just let
you've
that
got
go
one
completely.
hair just like doing that, and it was reflecting in the light, and I thought, I can deal with that. And then I thought, no, I can't.
It's winding me up.
Yeah, it's winding me up. Anyway, so here we are.
We go off on tangents, don't we? What was that? Jethro Tull to Paddington Bear.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like one of those rock family trees.
Yeah, but in a very twisted, slightly drunk way.
Yeah, with no connections.
No connections whatsoever. No.
Good.
Right. Shall we look at a plugin?
Yeah, why not? That's why we're here.
Yeah, it is. Today, Dan, we are going to look at the Plugin Alliance Maag EQ4MS.
It always makes me think of Sagaloo.
I remember you coming out with that the very first time we looked at something from Maag many moons ago.
Yeah, love a curry. Anyway, so the new Plugin Alliance
anyone
Maag EQ4
that follows plugins will know that the Maag EQ4 got an update recently and it became slightly better in that it was resizable and it had, you could put it into black instead of blue, and add a few extra bells and whistles and stuff. So the EQ4MS, they've really gone full on. They've if we're going to do an EQ4 plugin again, we're going to give it everything. So much like the mastering hardware version, it's kind of all singing and all dancing. They've added a bunch of stuff that isn't possible on the hardware. This is all extra stuff. So first of all, it's a 5-band EQ plus the airband, so really you're getting 6 bands of EQ, and the hardware looks very much like this top section. That's kind of it. The hardware is just that, and you can run it in mid-side if you want, obviously, you know, in the hardware, if you want to run it through a mid-side matrix. You can run it in stereo or 2 mono versions. The plugin obviously is the same. They've added a whole bunch of clever stuff. So first of all, you've got these filters, high and low pass filter. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it never had them before. They also have now a soft clip control, which soft clip is so there's hard clip where you're cutting your peaks off basically in flat lines. Soft clip is basically a slightly more rounded version of clipping. It's a slightly more transparent thing, but it enables you to get more level. So it's a really nice addition. That little LED underneath it shows you when it's kicking in, so you can just set it just right. And then you can't help to notice these switches in the middle section. So it's a kind of an odd decision, but I sort of get it. What they could have done is give us a Q control and a frequency selector, but they haven't. What they've done is given us these row of switches, one for the left, one for the right, or the mid and side, depending on how you look at it. So for each band, you can select either, if you look at this bottom row, sort of like a wide band bell shape or a narrow bell shape. It's not really a notch, it looks like one, but it's not. They're both bells, one's wide, one's narrow. If you're set to the wide one, then you can choose with the switch above one of those 2 frequencies in white. If you're set to the narrow one, you can choose between those 2 frequencies in red.
I can't read those frequencies. I bet you can't either, can you, from there?
I can with the bins on.
Can you?
I can't. I can't even see the whole thing without these on. But so you get some choices. So the sub can be wide and then 28 or 15, or it can be narrow and then it's 18 or 12. And it's the same with all of them. And I've seen a couple of people complain that, just fit a Q and a frequency selector. That would sort of take away the point of the EQ4, is that they're giving us set points because someone has sat there and worked out these are going to be particularly useful. That's what this is good at. So I quite like that.
Yep.
I understand it's a little bit frustrating, but I do like it. You've then got this section underneath, which obviously we see all the time on the Brainworks stuff. You've got the TMT, which gives you slight variance between left and right. I got to admit, I'm using this mostly in mastering or on a master bus. I don't really want left and right to be different, so I leave that alone generally. You've got the channel link button and the mid-side mode button there. Nice correlation meter and shows you your balance. That's useful. Standard mono maker there and the stereo width control. You've got a THD control, which is nice. Just drive up how much harmonics you're getting, because the real ones of these have got a lot of transformers in. If you look inside one, there's a lot of analog loveliness going on.
Robots in disguise.
not, There's not actually transformers inside. I mean, that would be cool.
Optimus Prime inside your Maag EQ4.
Your brain works in a weird way. And then we've got auto gain at the end, and that's quite interesting in itself, in that when you push the button, it listens to what's going through it for a few seconds and then sets it. So it's program dependent, which I quite like. Yeah, that's kind of it. That is the EQ4MS.
It's very cool, isn't it? Is this the one you can have in blue or black? Black or blue?
No, this one's only in blue.
Only in blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got that little thing you can click so you can get rid of these extra sections if you want. But I've been using it a lot on masters and on the the master channel whilst mixing. It's a really nice, like, sweetening EQ if you just want to tweak everything. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's the kind of thing I'd ever insert on a channel and get stuck into EQ.
It's good. It's the airband, isn't it?
The airband. I mean, the airband's
adding top end without adding noise.
Yeah, it's a funny one, the airband, because look, you can get a very similar sound that will sound the same to most human ears just by turning up a high shelf on any EQ. It's not magic.
I thought that's what these were famous for.
They are famous, but at the end of the day,
it's for that in particular.
They are, yeah.
The hardware version.
It's a clever marketing thing, really. The only thing that makes the airband slightly different is that it goes up to 40 kilohertz, which obviously we can't hear.
I can't hear above.
No, you can't hear above 12, exactly. But what it does is it creates such a long, sort of shallow slope that you do kind of hear it. It does sort of filter down to where you can hear. And it is a beautiful sound, and it is very clean, and it's got something nice about it. But yeah, you can do it with other EQs. It's not.
And so, Plug-in Alliance, it's the standard 14 days, I'm
Standard
guessing.
14 days, yeah. The full price, $249 of your dollars.
Yeah, okay.
Which is, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's Plug-in Alliance, and no one's ever going to pay that.
No. So you're saying you wait for it and it comes down?
Yeah,
in
wait for the sales.
Yeah.
Wait for a voucher. At the moment, this isn't included, but they're doing a Halloween sale, I think, at the moment, where everything is like $24.99, which enabled me to make a purchase yesterday, actually.
Did it? What did you get?
Yeah. I got the SBL Hawk Eye metering thing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You just showed me that.
Yeah, well, I've been after that for a while, but
Yeah.
so going cheap, I'll grab it.
Very nice.
In the sale right now, it's $49.99.
So it is in the sale now.
It's in a sale because it's new.
Right,
It's not. You
okay.
can't then add the other
So
sale
hold
to
on,
it.
it's 250 quid normally, but at the
Yep.
moment it's 50.
Yes.
Well, that's a goer then, surely.
That's a goer. But here's something even better.
Yeah.
If you already own the EQ4, which, quite a few people do,
Yeah.
they will let you upgrade from that to this for 20.
Wow.
Yeah. So I literally did it the day it came out. I'm not even going to test it. I'm just going to get it.
Unfortunately, I was one of the cheap souls
didn't get it.
Who didn't buy it and used the free... I can't remember what the free version was. In
Oh,
I
the
don't-
Lufticus.
The Lufticus, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more fool me.
Missed out there, mofo. Too late now. Or is
Yeah,
it? Maybe it's not. Maybe you can go and get EQ4 in the sale.
Yeah.
And then upgrade. I don't know if they let you do that.
No.
They might have seen that one coming.
Worth going to have a look, though. I
Yeah,
think.
definitely. Worth
But
going to have a look.
anyway, $49.99 isn't bad, is it?
No,
Dollars.
no, I think that's a steal for what this
Yeah.
does. It's a really nice bit of kit.
So, Dr. Vincent,
Yes.
the Lufticus,
It's the Maag EQ4MS.
the Maag EQ4MS.
Yes.
Is it shit?
Really not. No, it's really nice. I know we have a bit of a sway backwards and forwards with Plug-in Alliance stuff, but this is a great one. Maag have done a wonderful thing with this.
Wonderful stuff. So there you have it. Go and give it a go, people. But before you do that, please remember to like this video.
That would be cool if you could do that, and maybe subscribe to the channel or become a channel member.
We've got various other links to Patreons. We've got an Instagram, Studio Life 101.
And of course, we've got our plug-in top 5, which if you look below, there are links to go and get the plug-in top 5, our favourite 5 plugins. There will be another special episode soon talking all about that.
The Doctor here is also, of course, now releasing courses and mixing and mastering your productions.
Yes.
So
all
check
that.
out the links and we'll see you next time. Sayonara, suckers.
Adios.